Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Dustin Dennison coming at you with another lesson on how to drive a stick shift. This lesson is not going to be real long because I'm going to be staying within city limits of where I live, and I'm not going to be traveling very far, so I will probably only get up to about 4th gear. But I'm in the '07 Mazda 6 for this video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Anybody that watches my channel consistently as I upload several times a day. Most of it's YouTube Shorts. I try to do 2 to 4 long videos every single week. I've been struggling with doing that lately, but I've just been really busy with other things. Unfortunately, I'm just trying to build the channel. So please hit that subscribe button. Now, right now I'm parked. Obviously, the parking brake is up. The shifter is in first gear, and the vehicle's off. Engine's off. Since I'm on a flat surface, that's why it's in first gear. If I was on a surface like this, then it would still be in first gear with the parking brake up. But if I was parked at an angle like that, then I would put the vehicle in reverse and then put the parking brake up. This is a 4-cylinder, 5-speed, 2.3 liter stick shift. And as such, 0 to 10 miles an hour is first gear, 10 to 20 is second gear, 20 to 30 is third gear, 30 to 40 is fourth gear. Anything above 40 miles an hour is fifth gear. Now, there are exceptions to the RPMs where when you shift, your RPMs, I shift no lower than 2,000, no higher than 3,000. But there are certain times if you decide to skip gears where your RPMs are going to get a little bit higher. We'll get into that here in a minute. In order to start any stick shift vehicle, whether it's in first gear, neutral, or reverse, in order to start any stick shift, you have to push the clutch pedal in, which is what I just did. If you don't push the clutch pedal in, I took my foot off the clutch, it doesn't start. So, clutch pedal goes in, starts up. Before I take my foot off the clutch pedal, the vehicle's in first gear. We gotta put it in neutral, just like that, and then take my foot off the clutch pedal. Otherwise, it'll jerk forward and stall. Now, my right foot is on the brake. I'm going to put the parking brake down. Then I'm going to put my left foot on the clutch pedal, put the vehicle in first gear, turn the lights on because it's a little dark out, and make sure to turn my turn signal on, signal when I'm pulling out of a parking spot. There's no vehicle close, so give it a little bit of gas, we'll slow it off the clutch, and off we go. Second, neutral because I'm coming up on a stop sign. Anytime I want to shift gears or put it in neutral or put it in reverse or whatever, clutch pedal goes in. I have seen videos where people don't use the clutch pedal and they say if you do it just right, you can shift without the clutch pedal. Number one, I don't know how to do that, and as such, and number two, I will never attempt doing that. We'll show you how to do it. First, second, third, neutral. So I'm coming up on a stop sign. There are several different ways to slow down and or stop in a stick shift vehicle. The first is what I've been doing, which is pushing the clutch pedal in, putting the vehicle in neutral, and then hitting the brake. Second, a little bit more advanced, in my opinion, is to simultaneously hit the clutch and the brake pedal. Third is similar to that, where you push the clutch pedal in and then the brake pedal in, but you get the same result. And the last and most advanced, but honestly my favorite, is to downshift. And that's where, like, if I'm doing 60 miles an hour in fifth gear, I'll slow down to 55, downshift into fourth gear, and the vehicle will slow down by itself. And then I'll if I choose to downshift any further, then I'll wait till I get to about 45 miles an hour, and I'll downshift into third. I'll wait till I get to about probably 35 miles an hour, downshift 30 or 35, downshift into second if I feel the inclination. Most of the time, though, I only downshift into third gear. But if you feel inclined to do so, 20 to I'd say about 30 to 35 you can downshift into second, and probably about 20 to 25 you can downshift into first. I don't hardly ever do that. I have done that, downshift into the first for YouTube, but I don't do that very often. Now, first, second, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to skip gears. I'm going to speed all the way up to 30 miles an hour in second gear, and then shift directly into fourth, which is what I just did. When you do that, your RPMs go a little bit higher because you're skipping gears. But that's pretty much the only time you should ever go above 3,000 RPM. Some people say you can shift at, 3,500 RPM. Some people say you can shift at 2,500 RPMs. It just, for me, I feel like RPMs, I shift, like I said earlier, I shift no lower than 2,000, no higher than 3,000 unless I'm skipping gears. Now I'm getting ready to downshift. I'm in fourth gear doing about 35 miles an hour. Coming up on a turn, downshift into third, slow down to 30 miles an hour, downshift into second. Vehicle continues to slow down by itself. Neutral. Second gear because I'm doing about 12. Now I'm turning. The other thing I haven't covered yet in this video, but I'm going to tell you about it now because I'm pulling into a driveway. Some people also say, and I was told this by some friends of mine at the time, when I first learned how to drive a stick shift. Some people say, well, I don't even use first gear. I take off from second gear. You have to shift so quickly, so soon into second gear after you take off that you might as well just start from second gear. I have started from second gear for YouTube, but I don't do that regularly. The way I look at it, and the same reason I don't skip gears very often, is because, and I also don't use the transmission as a kickstand, is because you have a parking brake, you have a clutch pedal, and you have all these different gears, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, whatever, however many gears your stick shift may have. You have all these things in this vehicle for a reason. They weren't put there to look pretty. That is going to do it, though. First, parking brake goes up. I'm at an angle like this. So, when I turn the vehicle off, like that, push the clutch pedal in, put the vehicle in first gear, and I'm parked. Stay safe. I will talk to everyone very soon. Hope you enjoyed.